Only a fool will see fire burning in other countries and still accommodate those same people lightening up the fire. Now I see the reason why Ghanaians are sending Nigerians, in quote, Igbos out of their countries. See, the most painful thing is that so many of them are online blaming Ghanaians for what they are doing. See, as I did here, I gallant. No matter the comments you send to me, I'm not ready to back up what I've started. Whether I'm sick or not, I will come on here and speak the truth. So I will first of all apologize, guys, for, I have a cracky voice because I'm suffering from catarrh lately. And that's the reason why I've not been posting videos. I'm not feeling well. Please put me in your prayers, all right? So today we have a series of videos I want us to check out. And my purpose of bringing up this video is for Nigerians to be aware that what Ghanaians are doing is the proper thing, and they are doing it just to save the reputation of their country. So this video is for educational purpose. Let's get right into it, guys, and at the end of it, please kindly drop your opinion in the comment section. Let's watch.
Ghanaians, oh boy, when I wise, I swear, when I wise, this is the same way they voted for Mahama. Oh God, Ghanaians are so wise. I swear to God. I swear to God, and I don't prove it to the whole world. Imagine all this Western world. Just imagine all these people. All these people, they're going to wait to see. As Ghana, these people like this, so many people are not happy with it. So countries are not happy. They're going to sponsor all these things to make sure say something happen. But to not be wise enough to know that these things are set up. And thank God, everything has been resolved. Thank God, nothing happened. Because, oh boy, we have been enjoying peace, so I don't go lie for you. How I go take go leave my friends, leave my will. They go play ball. We there for meeting with
Cannibal, yes. I love to eat human being. What is the problem? No, what is the problem? If you chop here, from here, the thing that tastes good. From here to here, you never eat them before. It is sweet. Don't come here and say cannibal. Yes, I love to eat human being. What's the problem? What is the problem? If I get a Yoruba man, I will eat the scrotum. You see this private part? I will cut it. If you eat the bladder, you eat the bladder before. The thing is sweet. If you use some red oil, it is sweet. It is, I tell you. So what is the problem? Well, what's the problem with that? We only come here to hold you, to make sure that we are going. It is called unification of Igbo people. We are going far on ground. The people you even know is, Namen, the tribe, this our brother Igbo. So these are the people you are seeing. We have people that you don't see. Who do we meet? Traditional rulers.
You eat people flesh?
Yes, flesh. That we eat people. Yes.
So you are Igbo?
Yes, I'm an Igbo man.
In Ohofia, do people have any harmful tradition that you think it needs to change?
Actually, Ohofia people are people that most times people like if you tell a girl that you're from Ohofia, the person will be afraid because they've known us like they say we eat people.
You eat people flesh?
Yes, flesh. That we eat people, and it's just because of the particular culture that we do that they call Ibrikog. And that Ibrikog is a culture of which we use it to see some heads being carried on top of yes, and those men will not be wearing clothes and they will be dancing with their shoulders high.
This guy was cut to the human body parts tied inside the leather, and this is the girl he unalived and removed her organs. He explained everything in this video. Before I show you the full video, share this video because people are not safe anymore. You are not doing it for me, you are doing it to save other people's life. Watch what he said in this video.
What's your name? Sam what?
Sam.
Look up and talk. Where are you from? You said? Benin. Where are you coming from? Benin. You carry this enter motor. You carry enter motor or you check from Benin. Now motor you enter. Okay, open it. What is inside? Talk, what is inside? Look up. You said what? Look up. What is inside? Which part? Female part. Whose female is that? You said? You don't know the lady. So how did you get the part? How did you get the part?
I met her.
You met her at Benin. Then what happened? Talk, let me hear you.
I talk to her normally.
You talk to her normally. You talk to her normally.
After that,
open it, let us watch. Open it. Open it. Let us see what is inside the nylon. Is it complete part or what? No, where are the remaining one?
I just do this.
So where are the remaining one?
I don't know.
From where?
I don't know myself.
For Benin. Your house?
Yes.
Your house?
Yes.
How did you look up?
Yes. National.
It's cooler. Then you have right?
That's not.
Okay, then open it. Let us see. Bring it out. Bring it out.
Call me bastard if Igbo does not beg for peace in this country.
If you're a youth from Igbo land, plan and leave that cursed land. If you're a youth and you are on the sound of my voice, make every plan to leave that cursed land. That land is terrorized by all nightmarish creatures. Leave that land to save yourself as a youth. Gawa West, Gawa North, Shidia, Gawa Obodo Igbo, and don't come back until they think to themselves and tell themselves the truth. This planning caliphate, this planning jihadis, this planning invaders, that enough is enough in Biafra land. Some of you, baby, with sense, would still want to tell me that the kidnapping that is happening in the eastern part of Nigeria are done by the Hausas and Fulanis. It's you people, the Igbos, are the problem in the east. Going up please in the eastern part
Napping and spying have become the order of the day in the eastern part of Nigeria, and we are all blaming our government. Let us blame ourselves, Ndibo. Why so much wickedness in the east?
You see this wickedness Igbos have been sowing for years. We are going to reap them, and we are going to reap them in abundance. For so many years now, we've been lying to ourselves. We've been killing ourselves, putting the blames on the Fulanis. Now Igbos are beginning to speak up. Since the unaliving of fish magnet, a lot of Igbos are beginning to speak up. But I must warn, the fact that you are speaking up does not mean you are speaking truthful. And I will never be convinced that you are truthful if you do not start by apologizing to this young man, Ijele speaks. For all the years that you've cast aspersion on him, for all the years that you have maligned his person, for all the years that you have connived, you have supported Ebukobi and Zion Ministry to throw him into prison for speaking the truth. You must tender an open apology. Otherwise, you are not truthful. And until we are truthful, until we align ourselves completely with the truth and people who speak the truth, we are not ready to see the end to this madness going on in Igbo land. I am saying this mainly because of Okulora. Okulora and Igbo. Even though I do not really understand this your kidnapping story, one thing I know is that you can use that voice you are now using to praise the commander of the kidnappers for releasing you, for not harming you, to restore peace in Igbo land.
Sincerely, what I saw in this video is very, very shocking. And all I can say right now is this is exactly what Ghanaians are trying to avoid. So I don't think anybody should blame Ghana for, the actions they've taken, sending Nigerians out of their countries, in quote, Igbos. Oh, this is just the beginning, guys. We still have a lot of videos I want us to check out. Yeah, just for me to back up my point. So stay tuned. And at the end of the video, I have something to tell you guys. Let's watch.
It don't happen for inside South Africa. They said the kind of problem where this man caused for inside South Africa, only me no fit talk am. Abeg, follow me watch this video to hear the kind of problem where this man caused for inside South Africa.
You're going to open this door or not?
No, I'm not running away. But don't you don't run away. I'm not running away. Stand here.
That side, hey, Baba. Come here, damn it.
What is that?
Come down.
When last did you pay rent?
Yeah. When last did you pay rent?
I paid rent around 2018. All my neighbors here knows. I paid rent around 2018 when she said she no longer wants rent. She just wants to sell or I move out.
Mama, whoa, wait.
So, and since then, I have signed 2 offers to purchase from her.
Wait.
I have the current offer to purchase. I signed last month.
Can you listen? Listen. Don't behave like a
Nigerian. Yeah.
Because you are the one first.
Yeah. Wait. Do you think that, Baba? Don't try to run.
No, how can I run after
I'll kick you, Baba. I'll kick your heart.
I can't run out of all of you.
Let me tell you, if you try to run, I'll kick you and you won't. Yeah. You. Do you think is there any sane person who would say stop paying rent? Any sane person?
She's here.
Do you think she's
Okay.
I have an offer to purchase. I have an offer to purchase that I don't find.
Hello.
Here, can I bring it now?
Enough. You have said enough.
Okay.
Let us speak. Let us speak. Mama,
he's a tenant.
Yeah.
Here 2014.
Yeah.
Okay, he paid from 2014 till 2016. From 2017 to date, he never paid rent.
So when you are paying, when you are paying for his hotel, she was quiet when you were talking.
Yeah.
So when you are paying for his water, electricity,
everything,
while a grown man from Nigeria, and also he opened a case. Shut up. Yeah. So the water is coming from where? The water is coming from.
I buy electricity. I give to her.
Okay, let's try. Is
The
this your yard?
The man is just a liar. He's just a hypocrite. I don't know. He's disrespecting the city council, the owners of the soil, and also me. Me, had I known, I assure you I would have done the right thing. It's a pity I didn't know. So I knew very late in 2018 when the structure had a roof, was long in existence.
I always tell people this: when you are in another man's land, respect that land you are. As a foreigner living in another man's country, there is some things you need to respect. There is some things you need to do, and there is some things you don't need to do. But we will keep on preaching out, saying it the fact, the way it is. Some people will see it like we are just talking nonsense. They will see it like we don't know what we are saying. While we are here sitting busy, preaching it out. When you are in another man's land, respect the rules and the regulation of that land. As a foreigner, being in a country where it's not your own country, first thing you need to learn is try to know things they do, things they like, and things they don't like. Try to know their rules and their regulations. That is the most important thing you need to know. Another one is try to know their character. You know, the way they behave, the way they do their things, and dance with those things they do. And those things they don't like, avoid it from them. You will see that they will like you more than any other thing. But when you are in another man's country, you take your your behavior, the ones you behave, your lifestyle in your own country is not going to work for you and that person. See how this man have been living in somebody's house for how many good years without paying, and there he still want to do other things. You know what I mean? So respect people's laws and people's traditions once you are in their own land. You can do whatever thing you want to do when you are in your own land, but when you are in another person's land, respect the rules and regulation. Remember, they said when you are in a room, you behave like Romanians. You cannot be in somebody's country and try to do things that you feel like. Let this video be a lesson to you that is watching it. Thank you guys for watching.
Why would you stay in someone's house for how many years? According to the lady, he paid his rent last 2016, right? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 9 years without rent. You are staying for free. She paid your light bill, water bill, and all. What kind of heart do you have? Okay, wait a minute. All the time you claim you are man, like the real man. So what happened to your brother in South Africa? I thought you guys said Nigerians have money. Nigerian men, when I get money. So what happened to your brother in South Africa? What happened? He did not pay rent for 9 years? What happened? Even on top of that, in the lie for someone else's country, in the lie on top citizen. Some people get mind though.
When they told me that there will be protest today, you know, most of our brothers, they were so afraid. I remember I told one of my business partner, I told him, guy, don't worry. Ghanaians are not violent people. Even if there will be protests, don't be afraid. Ghanaians are not that type of violence people. They will do this in peacefully. And I was so assured that there won't be anything, especially after watching the Igbo community, the so-called Igbo king. After watching the statement he made, and also his wife, Even after watching their two conference, I was so convinced in my heart that peace will reign. And I thank God, because Ghanaians have proven to the world again that they are the most peaceful nation in the face of Africa through their action. Could you imagine the whole world, the whole media, all eyes were in Ghana today. People were just waiting to see that, yes, riot there for Ghana. And some of these medias, it was, if they say something happened today, then go use and cash out. They go use and cash out. That is why they are displaying those lies. That is why they are displaying rumors. You go see, they go carry video, old video, cut them, use and make another video telling people that, oh, Ghanaians are attacking Nigerian shop in Ghana. And most of us here in Nigeria, sometimes we're going to believe things, hope it's not truth. But after I made so many research, I found out that most of all those videos they have been posting since this week saying that Ghanaians are attacking Nigerian shops. It is old video of government trying to destroy some illegal drugs and illegal structure. They now cut that video. And most of all these media people, God, you see bloggers there, they go fit cause problem between nation and nation one day. I swear to God, these people, all these bloggers, I'm not blame them, sha. Now they are way of eating, because when they spread those rumors and if you fall for them, if you say something happened to Ghana today, then go they post everything to their platform. They use on the cash out. But thank God that nothing happened to you. I'm so happy, seriously, I'm so happy. Even when I call my friend in Ghana, I call some of my guys in Ashama and Accra in a cycle, they tell me that nothing is happening. They are, in fact, they even tell me right now they are even in their shops doing their businesses. So I just want to say thank you to John Mahama for taking your time, because people were expecting Mahama to come and speak, but I knew that man is a man of wisdom. Throughout this thing, he did not just come outside and make noise like that so-called Dr. Hassan, who has been going to the television to make so much noise, trying to escalate violence between Ghanaians. The man was even saying Ghanaians to come out with anything to come and defend their motherland. But you know, Ghanaians, oh boy, when I wise, I swear, when I wise, this is the same way they voted for Mahama. Oh God, Ghanaians are so wise. I swear to God, and I don't prove it to the whole world. Imagine all this Western world. Just imagine all these people. All these people, they're going to wait to see. You know, as Ghana, these people like this, so many people are not happy with it. Some countries are not happy. They're going to sponsor all these things to make sure say something happen. But to not be wise enough to know that these things are set up. And thank God, everything has been resolved. Thank God, nothing happened. Because, oh boy, we have been enjoying peace, so I'm not going to lie for you. How I go leave my friends, leave my you know, we go play ball, we there for meeting with not go just wake up for one day, person go one separate us because of his evil political ambition. Thank you, Ghanaians. You guys are so amazing. Thank you.
But Charlie, this thing is serious. Oh, like the way this guy is talking about, like very bold, talking about this, is just crazy. Lewin Becker say, I can't think far. Like Charlie, it be serious. Oh, hey. No, like Charlie. So you know, even if it is true for me, why come public and talk about this? Like it seems like right now, the level that this thing has got into, they are not even afraid of anything. They are not afraid of anything, like nothing. It's just crazy, oh man. It's just crazy seeing some of these things. Hey. Charlie, I'm surprised, like I'm shocked. Hey, Charlie. I don't know what you think about this, but Charlie, drop what you think about these particular videos in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching.
Guys, now the room is open for you to tell me what you think about this very video in the comment section. Do also like, subscribe to the channel, share this video to as many eyes out there. I believe they will watch and learn from it. I love you guys always. Bye-bye.